I spy with my little eye. Radish. My tomatoes are looking lovely. I noticed some flowers have started to pop out. I do have to tie them to the trellis so that they know to grow upwards and they are nice and sturdy. Now, for some odd reason, I've been waiting for these peppers to grow in, and they're just taking their sweet time, but they are growing, and that'll be nice when they grow. These are all red peppers. Broccoli is looking very, very ready, or not ready, but it's growing in very nicely. And then my jalapeno plant, one right here, I didn't even see it. And then my sturdy trellis that I built last year using bamboo sticks and yard sticks, whatever I could find, will be where I grow my cucumbers. So what I'm doing is, since this is my first time using a trellis quite like this, I don't even know if this is accurate, but because these are cherry tomatoes, they're gonna grow really tall. So what I'm doing is I'm attaching the, I don't know, twine or whatever this is to the top bar and to the main stem here, so that when it grows, at least it knows or it has support to continue growing upwards. I really don't know if this is the right way to do it. I'm hoping so. I'm using this knowledge from a picture I googled on how to use trellises like this, so let's just hope it works, and worst case scenario, if it doesn't, I can always cut it. My first cherry tomato. Okay, so here is the final product. I also spent time just putting twine in between my bamboo sticks here, and I just wonder, now that I'm taking a look here, if the twine will even be strong enough to support cucumbers, but we're gonna see. This is trial and error garden season part 2. First of all, it looks like something is eating my broccoli, so I'm not impressed. I wonder if it's the rabbit. On another note, we have some growing jalapeno. There's like yeah, there's another one, a few others coming in, one here, one there, one there. So I found the culprit. Who's been eating everything. I just saw it eating my perfectly growing tomatoes. It just had kale all day today. It had some Swiss chard, my romaine. Garden updates. I have a lot of cleanup to do. I'm currently watering my garden. It is 7 p.m. If I don't get to water it in the morning, then I'll definitely water it in the evening. So, I don't know if you recall, but last time my tomato, they were tiny, and now they're growing so plentiful. I see so many vines of diced, of cherry tomatoes growing, and so many flowers that are budding and opening up, so that's hopeful. I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of tomatoes, and so I'm looking forward to that. My red peppers are finally growing, so those are gonna be flowers, and those flowers are going to produce the red peppers, so I'm looking forward to that. Garden update. It is August 2nd or 3rd, I'm not sure, and it's kind of messy, so please don't judge, but Yeah, I haven't been tending to my garden as much as I'd like to, but a part of that reason is I got a bit discouraged because rabbits, a family now of rabbits, have just been coming in and eating what they like and leaving, and that's it. And so that's why we see the broccoli looking like this. Like, my broccoli leaves were being eaten way early on when it was a baby, and I couldn't figure out why, and then I figured out it was the rabbits. So that's that. I'd bought a cucumber plant because the seedlings that I planted were not growing, but I actually was able to harvest one, and let me show you. So not many is growing. I'm not sure if this one will come, will be like a nice growth or will, you know, really grow well, but there's that, and there's a few others. That's fine. It is what it is. That one is growing beautifully, so I'm really excited. And then this has been growing lovely since the beginning. This is celery. The tomatoes are growing as wild as ever, and I was able to harvest a few. There's so many that are popping up. So yeah, I'm not gonna have a shortage of tomatoes at all. On this row I had romaine lettuce, which I completely had to uproot because it was just destroyed. And on this side I had radish, which I don't know, it didn't grow that nicely this year. Just didn't really grow as much. But anyways, so this is my garden update. I just want to say that this cucumber that you see was so tiny 2 days ago. And now look how big it is. I think it's like big enough to actually take off, but I'll let it grow for another day or so. I have 2 coming in right now, as you can see. I haven't made the time to really clean up the weeds as I should, but I still want to say that I'm still harvesting things. Things have still been growing, which is amazing. I have the broccoli is just done. That's not happening. I've been able to get a few cucumbers. This is celery, which is like pretty much done. This is carrots that I replanted. They're growing in a pot. These are red peppers, but they start as green, of course. So I'll be able to harvest that. And I've been harvesting tiny tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, as they come about. Kale didn't make it because all the other weeds grew in and it wasn't getting enough sun and enough water. I just harvested some Swiss chard. I got rid of the radish. They weren't growing this year, but things were able to survive, so I'm happy about that. And I have some red onions there in the back, and then some jalapeno peppers were able as well to survive. And I just want to capture this. Oh, thank you, bee, for, you know, pollinating what you had to and helping my plants grow. Super exciting. But that has been my garden 2022. We'll make a comeback next year, a lot stronger. But yeah, full transparency post. It's not the prettiest, but it's still been, you know, harvesting something. And I'll leave it at that. But this is what it is. So yay. So I was under the impression that celery grew underground, like beets do and like carrots do, but no, they don't. This is the celery. See, that's the celery, and I think it's good. So I'm gonna get my gloves and I'm gonna pull this out. Here's my celery. It smells so good. It smells so fragrant. Wonder what it's gonna taste like, but yeah.